Thank you to Dossier for sponsoring today's video. It's the most wonderful time of the year, or is it? Today, we'll be looking at some of the scariest things that happen during the holiday season, from disappearances to murders and evil Santa Claus. Let's talk about this and more only in today's video. Starting off this countdown, we have the spontaneous human combustion. Now, I have talked about this one before, but this case is so insane, and to this day, it hasn't been solved. Like, no one knows how this happened. But basically, a woman just blew up. She blew up. So it was on Christmas Eve night of 1885, and farmhand John Larson was invited to spend the holidays with his employers, Patrick and Matilda Rooney. The three spent the night drinking and just having a good time. During the middle of the night, though, Larson woke up and he was having a huge coughing fit. Eventually, he fell back asleep. The next day, they woke up and they found that there had been a fire downstairs. Patrick was dead in his room. He had suffocated from the smoke. And in the kitchen, there was this huge black hole on the floor. Beside it was Matilda's foot. Then it was just her ashes and some bone fragments. Somehow, a fire had started inside her body and she burst into flames. So that explains why Larson woke up in the middle of the night having a coughing fit. It was from the smoke. Luckily, he was sleeping far enough away from the fire that he did not suffocate. But how on earth did Matilda they blamed it on like the alcohol and she was smoking. I have no idea. Moving on to number 9, we have the kid that predicted a disaster. So during the holiday season, this kid was staring at his tree and he was just mumbling to himself. He was saying, "It will take 11 days. Now, the family thought nothing of it. They were like, okay, well, what is he talking about? What's gonna take 11 days? Well, 11 days later, something happened. 11 days later, their house was broken into and they took most of their Christmas decorations. Also, that's super weird. Why do you break into someone's house and only take Christmas decorations? Like, get your priorities straight, you know? Sounds like the Grinch robbed their place. But it was weird that their son, had a premonition and then predicted this. All right, folks, we're gonna take a little brief pause and I wanna talk about today's sponsor, which is Dossier. And it is the perfect time for the holiday season because if you are a last-minute shopper, these are the best gifts to give. Honestly, family, don't watch this, but there's people in my family that are getting perfume for Christmas. Wow. So Dossier is a very affordable perfume company. Basically, it's designer fragrances for way less. So you can smell amazing, like $1 million, and you don't have to break the bank, which is absolutely amazing because we want to be bougie, but on a budget. You know what I'm saying? So for December, I picked out the smell Woody Sage. Let's give it a little whirl. Y'all know that I love doing this. Okay, this is almost like, I feel like it's gender neutral. Like males and females or non-binary, like everyone can wear this scent. It's very versatile, and again, it smells very bougie. The next scent that I picked out was Fruity Almond. I feel like this is gonna change my life. Ooh, this is like sophisticated. Like it's fruity, but it's not like immature fruity. Oh, I really like that one as well. So thank you, Dossier, for sending over those perfumes. I'm definitely giving some to my family for Christmas. If this video is not up in time, honestly, it's the perfect gift for the new year, or even treat yourself, you know, new year, new you, smelling bougie. Pick out a new signature scent. For more information, make sure you check the link in the description. I believe I also have a discount code with them, so check the description and go and shop their perfumes that smell absolutely amazing and are super, super affordable. Moving on to number 8, we have Jonelle Matthews. On December 20th of 1984, Jonelle Matthews arrived home after performing at her school's holiday concert. Now, her family members were unable to attend, so she got dropped off at home by her friend. Now, we know for sure that she did arrive home because her home phone rang at 8:30 p.m. and she answered the phone. It was a call for her dad, and so she just took a message and hung up. So she was there at 8:30 p.m. But what happened after that remains a mystery. Her father arrived home at 9:30 and found that she was missing. The garage door was open and Jonelle was nowhere to be found. Later, police found footsteps in the snow around the house that made it seem like someone was lurking around and looking in the windows. So they believe that she was kidnapped. night. But what's weird is that there was no signs of struggle or forced entry. So could it be that Jonelle knew her kidnapper? Moving on, number 7, we have Olivia Hope and Ben Smart. It was New Year's Eve in 1997, and Olivia Hope and Ben Smart were out celebrating. When the two were done, they took a water taxi back to find some lodging for the night. However, some of the places that they wanted to stay were both full, so they got back on the water taxi to go look for more places to stay. That's when they encountered a man who offered them a place to stay on his yacht. They accepted the offer, and that was the last time that those two had ever been seen. Eventually, police discovered that the man was Scott Watson, but he denied that he had anything to do with their disappearance. To this day, we don't know what truly happened to the pair. And at number 6, we have the song I'll Be Home for Christmas. Now, it seems like a cute little song, like I'll be home for Christmas, Like, it's a classic song. Classic. No, it's actually a scary song. The song was written from the perspective of a World War II soldier writing a letter home. That's when you realize he's not actually coming home for Christmas. He is dreaming about being home with his family and celebrate as he is dodging enemy fire. Now, this is very evident in the line, I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. So, his family isn't seeing him and he's not seeing his family. I don't know. Now the song just seems very dark and I never want to hear it ever again. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with Chimney Claws. Now, you have probably heard of this legend before, but what makes it scarier is that this legend is actually true. So, story goes that on Christmas Eve, a man decided to dress up as Santa and slide down his house's chimney to surprise his kids. However, while making his way down the chimney, he got stuck and he died from asphyxiation. Later that night, his wife went to go set the fire and was like, what's that smell? And looked up and saw her dead husband. And this actually happened a number of times to real people. So if you're watching this, please don't be Santa. Don't crawl down your chimney. It's not actually meant for, people to be in there. And at number 4, we have The Visit from the Dead. According to Scandinavian folklore, there's a legend that on Christmas Eve, the dead rise and revisit their old homes. So the living actually prepare for this to happen. And they make their home welcoming for the dead. After they finish having their Christmas party, they clean the house, leave the fire burning, they leave some candles out, and they leave food on the table. They even wipe down all the chairs. This is important in the tradition. And in the morning, they clean up and they wipe all the stuff down again. It's said that if you find dirt in your house, then it's proven that somebody actually, came back from the dead and was in your house. And there's a lot of people that actually believe in that story or legend. Coming in at number 3, we have mincemeat pie. Okay, who the hell actually likes mincemeat pie? Who? I don't know, smash that like button if you do. Let me know in the comments below. But if you do like it, I'm so sorry, this legend is gonna make you absolutely hate it. Legend goes that this popular Christmas dish was invented in the 16th century as a way for humans to cook and eat other humans. Yeah, you heard me correctly. I said that. Apparently, back then, people would add humans to their mincemeat pie. That's where the meat comes from in the mincemeat pie. Rumor has it that this legend is the reason why mincemeat pies no longer have meat in them. At least most don't, and that's why they removed that ingredient altogether. In at number 2, we have Rhonda Hinson. On the evening of December 22nd of 1981, 19-year-old Rhonda Hinson was on her way home after dropping her 2 friends off from a Christmas party. However, while on her way home, she was shot in the heart by a high-powered rifle. The bullet ended up traveling through the trunk and the driver's seat and into her heart. We still don't know to this day who killed her and why. Now, a couple of weeks prior, Rhonda's parents claimed that she was acting a bit different. At one point, she asked her mom about dating a married man. So did this have to do with her death? Like, was she someone's mistress or involved with the wrong people? Like, what was it? But according to police, they believe that Rhonda may have actually known her killer. So I don't know. It's crazy. And in our number one spot today, we have the Sodder children. Oh, this case to this day is absolutely insane. In West Virginia on December 24th of 1945, George and Jenny Sodder's home was burnt down. 9 out of their 10 children were in the home at the time of the fire. However, only 4 made it out. The other 5 disappeared without a trace. Investigators believe that the children perished in the fire, but there was no signs of that. Like, they never found bones in the fire or anything. Initially, the fire was said to be an electrical fire, but the family's Christmas lights stayed on throughout the fire. So if it was an electrical fire, that wouldn't have happened. On top of that, someone had cut the phone lines in their house, and for some reason their car wasn't starting, so there was no way for them to go get help or call for help. Now, here's where it gets even more strange. Apparently, a woman claimed to have seen the 5 children watching their house burn down from a passing car. Then another woman claimed that she saw the children at a hotel a week after the fire, accompanied by 4 strangers. So it's thought that the dad was involved in some like shady business and the kids were taken as like a ransom, or I don't know. This case is absolutely insane. There's like so much details to it. If you guys want a full like 10-minute video just on that case, then let me know in the comments below. All right, folks, that's all for today's video. You can let me know in the comments below if you have any like fun holiday plans or something like that. And again, thank you to Dossier for sponsoring today's video. I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan. Stick around for some bloopers. Happy holidays. And I'll show you when I show you. Maybe next year. Ooh. Bye. Applause and slide.